What if, hear me out on this, what if you were never actually an alien like you thought you were for so many years? What if you were just a human who hadn't found your people yet? Welcome back, beautiful soul, to Softening into Momentum. My name is Miki, and this is Season 5, The Stories That Found Me. And this is the finale, beautiful souls, the last story in this season. And before we begin, I want to say this loud and clear and as plainly as I can. This season opened with me not knowing where I was going, on a bus headed somewhere I couldn't even name. And it closes here with me finding my people, finally. I want you to feel that land. This whole journey is on purpose. Settle in, get comfortable. This is the Recovery Constellation essay for all of my beautiful misfits who have never truly felt like they fit in. The luckiest alien. In the vast emptiness between stars, I found you. A constellation of wounded souls glowing in the computer lights. Glowing brighter than any nebula I've encountered in my cosmic travels. I write this as I prepare to journey onward, though my heart remains forever in your orbit. Last night, I was the luckiest alien in the universe. I had the honor of bearing witness to a very important testimony in our recovery community. Someone I look up to. Someone I am lucky enough to call a friend. The energy was electric, more powerful than the magnetic fields that dance between binary stars. I saw. I felt, I heard, I knew. And to be seen in that way is simply extraordinary, a phenomenon maybe even more rare than the stars aligning, or perhaps just the same. Sometimes I feel like an alien on this planet. My antennas twitch at customs others find natural. My compound eyes perceive differently. And I don't quite understand why some things are important and some things are not. The gravitational pull of societal expectations often leaves me floating, untethered. It is so comforting to know that there are people out there in this world who sometimes feel like aliens too. Fellow interstellar travelers searching for connection across the void. Just an alien searching for her alien. Every so often, I am lucky enough to bear witness to one. We walk among you. Maybe blame it on the neurodivergence. Maybe blame it on the trauma. Maybe blame it on the third eye and the old soul. A gentle voice softly whispering to me, "You've been here before." In my home galaxy, we don't have words like alcoholic. Such labels feel like primitive classification systems for far too complex cosmic phenomena. You can't put me in a box. You can't color me black and white. I much prefer the gray. I like the saying I heard once in a meeting. It's called alcoholism, not alcoholism. What's done is done. What's past is past, light years behind me now. I am me, now, a non-drinker and proud. My story does not sound like everyone else's, and it's not supposed to. My story is mine, written in stardust and celestial ink that no other being could possibly replicate, nor would I ever want them to. But what continues to astound me and latches onto my heart with such gravitational force in such an authentic and honest way is the idea that I can enter this space and, to quote a fellow alien, it just seems like everyone here is glowing. Indeed, you all emanate light frequencies that my species has never before detected. The bioluminescence of healing souls. The freedom and permission to be happy. That is the gift I have been given by stepping into these rooms. Virtual rooms, so technically I hit join, such a simple action for such a profound dimensional shift. The freedom and permission to be happy. The permission to be happy and to wonder and to strive for something greater than me. To grow. To glow, to enter this call and be surrounded by beings who all want to be the very best version of themselves. It's almost something you could get addicted to in an ironic way. This healing communion is more intoxicating than any earthly substance, in my humble opinion. It's true, though. Everyone just seems happier here. It's because we are healing our hedonic set point. We are healing our brains, bodies, hearts, and souls. Recalibrating our internal navigation systems to chart courses toward joy rather than self-destruction. There is such freedom here and curiosity. The idea that we are never truly done growing or healing, but to show up and to participate in a life and a power greater than us. This is the most profound discovery of my interplanetary research. As I prepare to depart your immediate atmosphere, please know that I carry your light with me. Though I say farewell to this particular cosmic formation, I never say goodbye. In my species, we have no word for permanent separation. only transitions in transformations. My antenna will always be tuned to your frequency. My compound eyes will always search the horizon for your particular glow. With all the love my alien heart can transmit. Signed, a grateful, cosmic traveler. P.S. Thank you. Thank you for helping me understand that perhaps I was never truly an alien. Just a human who needed to find her people. And I did. In you. I see you. No one goes alone. And you will continue your journey, and I will continue mine. And someday, perhaps in a galaxy far away, we'll meet in the middle, fully sober and awake. After all, we are the luckiest. In the end, what I've discovered among the stars of your recovery constellation is that sobriety isn't just the absence of something. It's the presence of everything. It's feeling the full spectrum of cosmic emotions without numbing the pain or dimming the joy. It's navigating the meteor showers and solar flares of life with clear eyes and an open heart. As I chart my course to new galaxies, I carry with me the most precious element in the universe: connection. The atomic bonds formed in these rooms have restructured my very molecular makeup. I am not the same alien who first stumbled in, disoriented and lost. I am reframed in your light. Remember me when you see shooting stars. Those are just my postcards from across the universe, reminding you that distance is an illusion when souls have truly connected. Your gravity will always pull at me, no matter how far I travel. For in the end, we are all made of the same stardust, all experiencing the same cosmic dance. And though our orbits may diverge, the light we've shared continues traveling through space and time, illuminating dark corners of the universe that have never known such radiance. In sobriety, in connection, in perpetual cosmic wonder, we are indeed the absolute luckiest beings in all creation. Before we go any further, beautiful soul, I want to pause here. This whole episode is dedicated to the first recovery community that ever held me. And that kind of holding shouldn't just live in a memory. It should still be happening somewhere. So, I built something. It's called the Meta Momentum Sangha. And guess what? It's free. Every week we open with a real reflection real life through a Buddhist lens, a place to talk about the podcast or whatever's been moving through me lately, and more than anything, a place to hold space for you too. Because nobody figures this out solo, this crazy little ride called life. And every week, we all show up live on Zoom for a guided practice, breathing together, pausing together, regulating our nervous systems together, remembering what it means to be human, still learning, at your own pace, always. So if any part of this story I just read lived inside of you, come find your people. Come join the Sangha. And now for our final unpacking of the season. As my coach always says, I'm not going to keep you here long. So let's start with the metaphor itself of the alien, because I think it's doing more work than it actually first appears to be. The alien, the antenna twitching at customs that everyone else finds natural, the compound eyes perceiving the world differently. That's not whimsy for whimsy's sake. That's the specific, disorienting loneliness of feeling fundamentally different from the people around you. I always felt that growing up. I know so many of us feel that way too. And then the relief, the actual relief of walking into a recovery space, a room that doesn't require you to explain this disorientation. It doesn't require you to throw all of the reasons that you are different and have been othered your whole life, because everyone else in that room is a little bit alien too. They get you. They see you. I have to say, when I walked into my first recovery meeting, that was the relief that came off my shoulders. It wasn't even really about the drinking. It was about me feeling like I finally belonged somewhere and didn't have to prove it or explain it or write all of my differences on a wall. I love the refusal in this essay of the binary labels, the alcoholic or alcoholism, this black and white thinking. I said it very plainly in the essay. I've always preferred the gray. And I wanted to connect that directly to something that I've said before in this podcast, in my memoir, in the shares that I do publicly, about being a gray area drinker myself, and to something older than any of us, which is the Buddhist middle way. The idea that truth so rarely lives in the extremes of life. It lives in the gray, in the uncomfortable, unglamorous middle, which is exactly where most of us actually live our lives, whether we admit it or know it or not. And then there's the line that I think might be the thesis of this entire season, if that's a thing. Maybe the thesis of everything that meta momentum has ever tried to say. Sobriety isn't just the absence of something. It's the presence of everything. Feeling the full range of feelings, this whole cosmic dance, without having to numb the pain or dimming our joy. We feel everything. It's scary, I know. It can be so disorienting and scary. But you're capable of feeling things without letting them own you, without letting them run you, without needing to numb them. Just be. You can do hard things. Beautiful soul, I want to close the loop for you deliberately because you deserve to feel this land. Episode 2 opened this season with me not knowing where the bus was headed and trusting the road anyway. And here, at the very end, the answer to that not knowing was never a destination. It was a constellation. It was people. It was you. Connection is the opposite of addiction. So my closing reflection for you today is, where have you already found your people? And where are you still searching? And that, beautiful soul, is season 5. 8 stories that found me long before I knew what they were for, and one honest look behind the curtain of how any of this gets made. If any of these stories lived in you too, I'd love for you to come sit with us in the Meta Momentum Sangha. As I said, it's completely free. It's on a platform called School, and it's exactly the kind of gray area, glowing, imperfect community this essay just described for you. And if you're ready to go further, permission to be the 8-week mindful sobriety and self-trust journey back to yourself is ready for you. Whenever you are, just say the word. All links to stay connected with me, to dive further, to sit in community, to meet your people, everything is waiting for you below in the show notes. Thank you for spending this season with me. The greatest news is that the Softening into Momentum podcast will be back with season 6 very, very soon. Until then, may you meet yourself with just a little bit more compassion than you did yesterday. And please know this, beautiful soul, wherever you are in this world, wherever this podcast finds you today, you are not alone. You never were. The Softening into Momentum podcast is lovingly curated, created, written, edited, and produced by me, Miki Byrne, with accompanying sound bath frequencies by my good friend, Static. Thank you, Static, for being a beacon of light to this alien and to so many other aliens who walk among us. If you would like to dive further into Static's incredible musical work, please go to YouTube or wherever you stream your music at Static is Noise. A big thank you to my Patreons for helping to keep this work alive. Being a Patreon is the sole way to financially support this podcast. And if you're feeling called to help further this work, to keep it free and accessible in front of the paywall for anyone who needs it, I'd love for you to join the movement. Just $5 a month goes so much farther than you know. Thank you so much for softening into this moment with me. Until we meet again, Namaste.